Sarah lived in a big old house with her two children, Tommy and Lisa, who were 12 and 10 years old. Their father, John, had died 3 months ago in a car crash. Sarah missed him terribly, but she tried to stay strong for the children. One rainy evening, while Sarah was cleaning the attic, she found a strange wooden box she had never seen before. There was a note on top that said, "For my dear wife Sarah, open after my death. Love, John." Sarah's hands shook as she opened the box. Inside was a beautiful gold necklace with a red stone that seemed to glow in the dark. There was another note. "Wear this always, my love. It will keep you safe." With tears in her eyes, Sarah put on the necklace. It felt warm against her skin. That night, strange things began to happen. Sarah started hearing whispers in the empty halls. Objects would move on their own. But strangest of all, her children began acting differently. Tommy and Lisa would whisper to each other when they thought she wasn't looking. They started spending more time in the basement. Sometimes Sarah would hear them talking to someone down there, but when she checked, they were always alone. One day Sarah found old photos in John's office. In them she saw the same necklace she was wearing, around the necks of different women. Under each photo was a date and the word failed. Scared, Sarah tried to take off the necklace, but it wouldn't come off. The red stone seemed to pulse like a heartbeat. That night she heard Tommy and Lisa going down to the basement again. She followed them quietly. Through the crack in the door, she saw her children standing in a circle of candles. They were chanting words she didn't understand. "Is it working?" Tommy asked.
"Yes,"
Lisa answered in a voice that wasn't her own.
"The necklace is almost ready. Soon Mum will be gone, just like the others."
Sarah gasped. The children turned around, but their eyes were completely black. "Hello, Mother," they said together. "Or should we say goodbye?" "What's happening?" Sarah cried, pulling at the necklace. "What have you done with my children?" Tommy smiled coldly. "Your children? We haven't been your children for a long time. We're the Guardians. We've been here for hundreds of years, waiting." Lisa stepped forward. "You see, Mother, that necklace isn't a gift. It's a trap. Father didn't die in a car crash. He was our servant, finding us new bodies when our old ones wore out, but he failed us. He fell in love with you, tried to warn you with his notes. So we had to get rid of him." Sarah's mind raced. The photos, the dates, the word failed. They were all women who had worn this necklace. But then Sarah smiled, making the children step back in surprise. "I know," she said calmly. "I've known all along." She pulled out John's real last note, the one she'd found hidden in his office weeks ago. The one that told her everything about the Guardians, about the necklace, about how to stop them. The children's black eyes widened in fear as Sarah began her own chant. The words John had taught her in his note. "No! The things that weren't her children," screamed. "How did you—" "A mother knows her children," Sarah said. "I've been playing along, learning your weaknesses. My real children are in the attic, safe inside a protection circle. John and I planned this together before his death. He didn't fail, he succeeded. We knew you would take our children's forms, try to use them against me. But a parent's love is stronger than your ancient magic." The necklace began to glow brighter and brighter. The Guardians tried to run, but they couldn't move. "You're not the only ones who can set a trap," Sarah said. The red stone burst into flames and the basement filled with screaming. When it was over, Tommy and Lisa's bodies lay empty on the floor, and two dark shadows were trapped inside the stone. Sarah ran to the attic, where her real children woke up from what seemed like a long sleep. They had been safe there all along, protected by John's last gift. Not the necklace, but the knowledge to defeat the ancient evil that had haunted their family for generations. As they hugged each other tightly, Sarah looked at the necklace. The red stone was now black, holding its evil prisoners forever. She placed it back in the wooden box and buried it deep in the garden, where it would stay until the end of time. Some say on quiet nights you can still hear whispers coming from beneath the earth, the angry cries of the guardians, trapped by a mother's love and a father's sacrifice.